Really? You want to know about me? Nobody's ever really been interested in me before. What do you want to know? Big Z's my family, you know. My parents, well, I guess they're dead. It was just me on my own until the day I saw Zalbar in the lower city. I could tell right away he was in trouble. This was before the gang wars were out of hand. But even then, the Volkers were scum. A few of them were hassling Big Z, trying to pick a fight, but he wasn't looking for trouble. Anyway, I don't like the Volkers at the best of times. And when I saw them picking on this poor Wookiee, all alone on a strange planet, overwhelmed by the big city, I just lost it. I screamed out, "Leave him alone, you poor slimes!" and charged right at them. Well, one of them saw me coming and slapped me so hard he just about knocked me cold. Hey, don't treat me like I'm a little girl. I ain't no kid. I'm 14 years old. Those Volkers didn't scare me. They're nothing but cowards. I knew how to deal with them. Of course, I never got the chance. I guess Zalbar didn't like seeing me get smacked around. He let out this howl and yanked that Volker a meter up off the ground and held him there by his throat. Are you kidding? Big Z ain't like that. He's just a big old softy inside. Of course, the Volkers didn't know that. The other two screamed and ran off. Can't say I blame them. The first time you see an angry Wookiee up close, it isn't a pretty sight. I thought Zalbar was going to rip that punk's arms off and beat him to death with his own fists. The Volker was so scared, he fainted. Or maybe it was Big Z's breath just knocked him out. I keep telling Zalbar to brush those choppers of his, but he never listens. Just stay upwind when he's speaking and you'll be fine. Anyway, I knew those Volkers would be back with friends, so I grabbed Zalbar and we took off. Ever since then, we've been a team. We look out for each other, you know? Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You think I can't take care of myself? I've got street smarts. I know how to get by on my own. In fact, I look out for Zalbar more than he looks out for me, you know? Big Z is a little bit too gullible to make it alone on the mean streets of the lower city. He was fleeing some kind of trouble back on Kashyyyk. That's all I know, really. Big Z doesn't like to talk about it. In case you didn't notice, he's the strong, silent type. Doesn't much matter to me, though. I accept him for what he is, not what he was. Me and Zalbar like to live in the present. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Like I used to tell my brother, fast talk and slick words don't get the job done. My brother's a touchy subject, you know. It just so happens I don't really feel like talking about him right now. Nothing personal. Let's just get back to the business at hand, okay?
Help me, please. I can feel it inside my skin. Something growing, like some kind of hideous disease. No! No! I can feel it!
lost one patrol. We figure the Rancors got them. We've had so many encounters with those things, we've actually run out of Rancor serum. Plus, we've had several skirmishes with looters from those lower city swoop gangs. I'm telling you, we should just stay in the upper city where we're in control. Was that why you're down here? Search and rescue? I didn't think they'd send anyone. They were in the southern section of the Undercity when we lost contact. I would have gone to investigate, but my orders are to search for those crashed escape pods, even if it means leaving another patrol to die. Hey, I'd never disobey my orders. I'm not a fan of court-martials and executions. I was just talking, you know. Nothing anyone has to mention to the commander. Come on, patrol, let's get back to it. The sooner we get this search done, the sooner we can get out of this mutant-infested hole. Move out.
Take that! What can I do for you? I was a little snappish when we last talked. I'm sorry about that. I get a little touchy when it comes to Griff. It's kind of embarrassing telling people about him. It's complicated. Griff wasn't the most popular guy. He had his faults. But I still loved him, you know? Sometimes people don't understand. I never knew my parents. My brother always looked out for me. He's the one who brought me here to Tars. I was just a kid, only 5. But I remember the trip, if you could call it that. We were stuffed inside a packing crate in a starfreighter's cargo hold with just enough food and water to make the trip. Not exactly first class, you know? I don't know the whole story. I was pretty young, but my brother owed a lot of money. Might even have been a few arrest warrants out for him, I don't know. The only way to get off the planet was to smuggle ourselves out. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like we were criminals. Well, maybe my brother was. See, this is why I don't like to talk about it. It makes Griff sound worse than he really was. My brother had his problems, but he always looked out for me. He gambled and drank, and he was always borrowing money for his latest get-rich-quick scheme. But he had a good heart, you know? He taught me how to survive, showed me how to slice into a computer security system, how to get inside a locked building without the entrance codes, and how to spot a wealthy mark for a quick shell game. Yeah, Griff did right by me. I really miss him since he left. I keep hoping he'll come back someday. He promised me he would. He fell in with a bad crowd. It's all Lena's fault. She's the one who took him from me. Just batted those long lashes at him and off he went. I don't want to talk about Griff and Lena. Just the thought of that space tramp makes my blood boil. Subject's closed as far as I'm concerned. If I'm gonna be any help to you, I can't be worrying about my brother running off with some intergalactic skank. So is there something else you need? Okay, have it your way. What?
How'd you like that? How'd you like that? You asked for this.
simple.
Sure.
Time to rumble.
This is one of those old-style manual locks. No computer codes or nothing. The sewers is the only place you'd see one of these on Terrace. You can't use conventional security spikes on these old locks. But don't worry. I've come across them before. I've rigged up a little device that should do the trick. I'm glad to see you too, Big Z. You didn't think I'd forget about you. Mission and Zalbar, together forever. These are my new friends, Big Z. Without them, I could never have gotten you out. A life debt? You sure about that, Big Z? Think about it carefully. You better be sure about this. Big Z swearing a Wookiee life debt to you? Wow, this is major. Do you realize what it means? A life debt is the most solemn vow a Wookiee can make. It means he'll stay by your side for the rest of your life. Wherever you go, whatever you do, Zalbar will be with you. I guess this means you're stuck with me, too. Wherever Big Z goes, I'm going. I almost lost him once. It's not going to happen again. So, I guess I still owe you one secret path into the Vulcan base. That was the deal, wasn't it? Don't worry. I know a back door into that scum den. I better come with you. The Vulkars put up a force shield to keep the sewer dwellers out. I'm one of the only non-Vulkars on Terrace who can get you past it. I can't remember exactly how to get there, but I know it was somewhere here in the sewers. Over to the northeast, if I remember right. I just hope the Rancor monster isn't still there. There used to be a Rancor monster that made its nest in that part of the sewers. pretty much eats anything it can get its claws on. That thing is huge. Luckily, Rancors aren't too bright. I was able to sneak past it before, so I'm sure we'll figure something out. That is, unless you want to change your mind. Okay then, off we go. Well, like I said, somewhere to the southeast. Just look for the force shield, and we'll know we're there.
Saw you talking with Rancor. He told you his legends about the Promised Land, didn't he? He told you all about his missing apprentice and the other lost explorers, right? You know, most people don't believe his stories. They figure he's nothing but an old cook. But I think there might be some truth in what he's saying. That's why I want to stop him. For an outcast, I've got things pretty good. The village relies on me to bring in food and supplies. I'm an important man. If it wasn't for Gendar, I'd be running this place.
I get the feeling if it wasn't for Gendar, this place would be a lot worse off than it is.
But if Rancor ever finds his Promised Land, I'm sunk. People won't need to rely on me anymore. I'll just be another nobody like all the rest of the villagers. I won't let that happen. The two explorers who went searching for the Promised Land might have found something. They might have found clues or evidence, just like Rancor's apprentice. They would have recorded that information in their journals. I'll pay you if you bring all 3 journals to me. The 2 from the explorers and the 1 from Rancor's apprentice. Then I can destroy the evidence and make sure nobody ever finds the Promised Land. I've saved up enough credits for my business here to make it worth your while if you help me. Once you have all 3 journals, just bring them to me and I'll give you a decent reward. Now, was there something else you needed? It ain't the best stuff.
Welcome back, Upworlder. How goes your... I see.
Do you have a cure? Please give it to me, please, quickly, before it's too late. Quickly, I must inject it before it is too late. Yes, I feel it working. I feel the disease burning away. It's like a miracle. I am cured. Thank you, Upworlder. You have saved us from a fate worse than death. I only wish I had some reward to give you. Maybe you can find something worthwhile in the wreckage of that Republic escape pod. Not long ago, an escape pod crashed in the Undercity, far to the northeast of the village. We were going to try and salvage equipment from it, but we were attacked by the rat ghouls and infected. I'd tell you more if I could, but our salvage team never reached the pod. It's probably still there, unless some of the other Upworlders already found it and picked it clean. We should go now, Upworlder. We're anxious to return to the village and see our families again. Thank you once again for everything you've done.
How goes your quest? Have you found the journals of... Can it be true? Is it possible that at long last the dream of my father and grandfather before him will be fulfilled? I can hardly bear to look. Yes, of course. Now I understand. It all makes sense. Now I see why the Promised Land has been so hard to find. It is so obvious. You have done a great thing, Upworlder. A selfless act that will bring great joy to all the people of this village. I must take this to Gendar right away.
Frukill, what do you want now? Have you more fables of a hidden paradise just waiting for us to find it?
You may not think these are fables after you see what I have brought you, Gendar. Look at these journals.
What? No, it can't be. Are these real, Frukill? Is this information accurate?
I swear to you, everything in these journals is true, Gendar. The Promised Land. I told you I would find it.
The entrance is far from here, Frukill. It will take us weeks to get there, perhaps even months. And we will have to cross many rat ghoul-infested areas.
I do not deny the journey will be hard, Gendar. But surely it is better than the miserable life we have here.
Wise words, Frukill. Our supplies are high right now. We could leave by nightfall. I will tell the others to prepare for the journey.
Thank you once again, Upworlder. I will say a final goodbye. For where we are going, I fear you cannot come. The journey to the Promised Land is long and arduous. We must part ways here, Upworlder. I sense your destiny is yet to be chosen. But the destiny of my people is at the end of the long journey ahead of us.
What?
You won't be able to get that computer to lower the energy fields unless you know the proper codes. Lucky for you, I've got them. I picked them off the pocket of a black Volker who had a little too much to drink in the cantina one night. Here, let me get that energy field down for you. I'll show you. the Republic, right? You've been all over the galaxy, I bet, right? So tell me, how would you rate Taurus compared to other worlds you've seen?
To be honest, Mission, Terrace would rate pretty low. The prejudice, the rich spoiling themselves while the poor are crushed beneath them, it's not a pretty picture.
Yeah, but that's only since the Sith occupation. Before that, well, I guess it wasn't all that different, really. Maybe Taurus ain't as great as I thought, you know?
Trust me, Mission, there are a lot of worlds better than Terrace. There are worse, too, but Terrace is no place for a kid to live on her own. Even a kid who's got a Wookiee to look out for.
Hey, I ain't no kid. I look out for Zalbar as much as he looks out for me. Big C's my friend, not my babysitter. Geez, I come ask you a question, you give me a lecture.
Don't you snap at me, Missy. You want a lecture? How's this? Only bratty little children fly off the handle because of a simple comment.
I don't have to listen to you, Karth. You ain't my father, though you're sure old enough to be. So keep your lectures inside your withered old head, 'cause I don't need 'em.
And I sure as hell don't need this. Look, let's just drop it and get back to what we were doing. How'd you like that? How'd you like that?
Угу. How'd you like that?
Please don't hurt me. I just serve the food here, that's all. I'm not like these others. I'm not even a black Volker. Please don't kill me. But I don't know anything. I'm just a prisoner here, a slave. The Volkers don't tell me anything. They treat me like dirt. They beat me up if I screw up their orders.
You may know more than you think, miss. Help us, and we'll help you, okay?
Well, all right. I still don't know how much help I can be. But I sure hope you get rid of all the Volkers. I hate them. Is she that Republic soldier? I heard one of the Volker mention her, but she's not here. He said Brezhik didn't trust his men around her. I guess she's too important to be a slave here in the kitchens, getting pawed and groped and kicked and spit on like me. Brezhik must have taken her somewhere safe.
Now that you've killed the guards who were supposed to watch me, I think I could find my way out of here. I'm free to go? You're not going to kill me? I don't know how I can ever repay you. Thank you. Thank you. I have to get out of here before any of the Vulgars see me.
Watawa mamulira kinkonjwa pesha. Doba muliraji. Joni yun turungji. Tonga buksham uninong. Wanga kun bistkin ba mulira. Joni yun tonjiji aitatuana. Kavavolpa muljui. Kamana. Takum justak miki grabal mogo. Kachi chu aitaudonga. Tulpada bonk molya gando danago chunchut. Moga shapumpa. Kachi chu aitaudonga. Yinkin kuno ba mulira chinkun. Slima podonna. Run. Takum justak miki grabal mogo. Kachi chu aitaudonga. Tulpada bonk molya gando danago chunchut. Moga shapumpa. Bolawana chikni. Pamul slik mo podana wanga kun bist mulira best. Tonghai tuam jiji yumalit pa ang yinkotu. Tolbada bunk walya gando de nago chuchut. Kachi chu aitha haudung. Kachi chu aitha haudunga. Yinki kin kuno ba mulira chikun. Slima bodona. Chipedwana ni bobo. Tonk nabung shanun yang. Tonk batoga. Kuya mi juz kachita. Naipatoga ya fulki. Kukula jiji. Kawana bota aayut tagwa. Kankidora tikun watatima na ithabula. Tabis tubong konkipampa. Chingpala chiskamuli. Tunirana no prata dunk no sarchadoma wama kun bestoma. Nisha chilo chakin kun no bambuli rajikun. Kontichani. Mulira shunk turung uni patoga wanka chonetize. Iklatuk hatu chit. Tonga bugsham uninong. Wanga kun bistkin ba mulira. Chun. Kontichani. Mulira. Kontichani. Mulira shunk turung uni patoga wanka chonetize. Iklat.
Yeah? Hey, Carl, can I talk to you for a second?
Are you ready to have a civil chat? Or is this going to be another childish tantrum?
Tantrum? I'm trying to apologize, you nerve herder. I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get mad at you. It's just that I'm sick of everyone treating me like I'm a helpless kid.
Yeah, I know. And I'm sorry about what I said to you. I'm just a little on edge. Not surprising considering all we've been through. You shouldn't take it out on me. Listen, you have to know that we don't think you're helpless. Look where we are. Look at what we're doing. You're not just along for the ride. We need you.
You really mean it, don't you? Nobody's ever said anything like that to me before. Not even Big Z. He might think it, but he's not really one for words, you know. Thanks, Clark.
Well, it's, I know sometimes you just need to hear a few words of encouragement.
Kids are like that. Listen, you... Oh, I get it. Okay, you got me. You're pretty funny, Clark, for an old guy. Come on, geezer. Let's get back to what we were doing.
What?
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 Yes?
I'll show you. Huh?
Sure. You asshole!
mi juz kachita naipatoga ya fulki kukula jiti. Kawana bota aayut tagwa. Kankidora tikun watatima na isabola.
Breshik stole that engine from Gadden. It was never yours to begin with.
Karatumpa kunpaliya mo kapata. Bonanay kachu. Yinkin kuno ba mulirachi kun tong na bunsha nyonyang. Kavavol pa mulchi kamana.
Wanna chick yummy? Wanna vota con titariti? Chichinto matunka kola yame jwa. Na kanki chiki nai potoka. No wanna bota.
Kachichu aisa odunga. Yinkin kuno ba mulirachi kun. Slima podana. Rundi hodonga kun honkabi. Tonga bugsham uninong. Wanga kun beast king ba mulira. Chuni yun tun jiji ay tatuana. Kavavol pa muljui gamana.
What? You can't betray Gadden. I won't let you.
Jashank bogra hulwan chiska niju. Ajuba chiska wanki. Ditoki gratuk kun ticha kun kinka chona pro. Bogra walya nabunsha. Nekchicho na chupa. King Lorda Aithakun.
No, that's not true. You're lying.
Mana tota. Aku chigratuk bola. Jishok chonatong chong king no una pangpa mulira kun kili no ba. Watati manyo kola una no ku mulira.
They said I was too young.
Shagji kin lord chawata uma. Kavavol pa mulji kumana. King kun shachi king ni king kuno ba mulira jikun. Wama kun bes chin palamuji. Tunira nu prata dunko sercha domandoma?
Well, yeah. Some of them were. But you folkers have tried to kill me more than once.
Takum justak miki grabal mogo. Kachi chu ay taudonga tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shampumpa bolawan na chikni. Bambul nislik mo podana wanga kun beast mulira best.
But Gadden said Breshik...
Kipuna! Puna na kachu. Kimbano mulina na tuana. Ton kimbano kunek. Kavatumpa kun palia mokata. Wanga kun bis king ba mulira. Kakincha na kuagba kun. Kavatumpa kulpalia potenya.
You're right. I don't need anyone but Zalbar. If Gadden dies, he's only getting what's coming to him.
Tonghay tuam jiji yumalit pa ang yingkotu. Tolbada bunkwalya gando tanago chuchut. Kachichu ay sahaudonga. Yumalit ka inkotun. Chilo mulra de nebobo. Mungko kun biskang. Bamulara. Rundi haudonga kuhungabi. Wana kun bes. Chink palamul tong king ba na kongkek. Tungting tachun kun nek mulira best. Tabist yubong konki pangpa. Ching pala chiska muli. Tuni rana no prata dunk no sercha doma wama kun bestoma. Nishak jilocha kin kun no ba mulira jikun. Kuya mi juz kachita naipatoga ya fulki kukula jiti. Kawana bota aayut tagwa. Kankidora tikun watatima na isabola. Kipuna. Puna na kachu. Kimbano mulina na tuana. Ton kimbano kunek. Kavatumpa kun palia mokata. Wanga kun bis king ba mulira. Kakincha na kuagba kun. Kavatumpa kulpalia potenya.
wi itha nadana itya. Watayuma kawama huhanik. Ashunktut.
Smilia, ti...
Achuta.
Yep. Yes. Time to rumble. How'd you like that? Time to rumble. How'd you like that?
What?
What?
You'll never get me. You'll pay.
Down you go. You asked for this. How'd you like that?
Ako Jacopa. Chino mulera king pajak. Snima puitlana. Tombaturas Magdilia. Hehe. Ashuta. Wonga kumbistur piki kunyana.
molera. Quien conjo pesak, no va moleragi. Jerion tora jibeduana ni bobo. Tong mamung sanunja. Kava tumpa kurpi. Kipona. Kachichon nai faudunga. Kachichon nai Jibet.
You have returned. Do you have the prototype swoop engine accelerator with you? I was beginning to wonder if you would make it. The race is tomorrow, and my mechanics need time to install the prototype into the swoop engine of our bike. Don't worry. I'm a man of my word. I promised you could ride in the swoop race under the Hidden Beck banner, and I'm still going to let you do that. And I'm even going to go one better. I'm going to let you ride the swoop bike with the prototype accelerator installed on it. Without it, you won't stand a chance.
Gadden, you can't be serious. We need one of our best riders on that bike. We can't let some rookie take the prototype engine into the race.
I have to be honest with you. There's a reason I'm letting you take the prototype engine. The accelerator isn't stable. There's a good chance it could explode during the race. I can't ask one of my own riders to take the risk. They'll be running unmodified swoops in the race. You'll be the only one using the prototype. If you can complete the track before the accelerator overheats, then you'll win for the Becks. If you die, then one of my other riders could still come through for me. You don't get to be leader of a swoop gang if you don't know how to work all the angles. You can stay here tonight. The mechanics need time to install the accelerator on the engine, so you won't be able to practice your riding. But I've got good instincts, and you have the look of a racer about you. Just try to relax, and in the morning we'll take you to the swoop track.
si Boroban, si Afutu, si Enjuditau, and Rancor, and si Mianborubio, and now for the Dufra. Oh,
Takumjustach Miki, Gravel Momo.
Kuyabi Juskuna Jitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Ndi handonga chiko kapi. Jawana bota ayuata honga chakanki dora. Kachiku ita hodonga. Topa da bongwal yakando donago chuchut. Musha papampa. Bola wana chikne. Bamuli slemo boda wanga kunbes mulira rabes. Jiska du suki kumba na bona na gachu. Abtu inkotu. Topa da bongwal yakando nago chuchut. Kabachi kuita hodonga. Yala mo inkapun. Kilo bambulira ni bobo. Wango kumbes kakang. Bambulira. Uba patu koji. Tong nong bong shang yung yang. Tong tok smakdelia. La boda ni winkisman toma. Wana kumbes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang monke. Tok ninja mura rabes. Kuyabi juskuna jitanai. Ina kun marulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi hadonga chikon kapi. Uba patu koji. Tong nong bong chang yung yang. Tong tok smakdelia. suki kuba na bona na kachu. Tuin kotu. Topa da punkwalya gandonato chuchu. Kabachi kuita hotonga. Yala mo inkapun. Kiloba mulirani bobo. Wako kupeska kaya piatoka uluan kinkuna ba mulira. Rachikun. Mucha shapanpa.
People, hear me! Before I present the so-called champion of the Becks with their prize, there is something you must know. The winning rider cheated. Your swoop bike is using a prototype accelerator. Clearly an unfair advantage. Because of this hidden Beck treachery, I'm withdrawing the Vulca's share of the victory prize.
Jawana bota ayuha tahunga chakanki dora. Kachi kuita hodonga. Topa da punkwalya gando donano chuchu. Musha papumpa. Bola wana chikne. Bahuli slemo. Boda wanga kumbes mulira rabes.
You old fool. Your traditions are nothing to me. I am the wave of the future. If I want to withdraw the prize and sell this woman on the slave market myself, nobody can stop me.
I might have something to say about that, Brejik.
What? Impossible. You were restrained by a neural disruptor. How could you have possibly summoned the will to free yourself?
You underestimate the strength of a Jedi's mind, Brejik. A mistake you won't live to regret.
Vulcus, to me! Kill this woman! Kill the swoop rider! Kill them all!
Well, maybe those bloody Vulcans will think twice next time before trying to keep a Jedi prisoner. And as for you, if you think you can collect me as a prize, I don't believe this. You're one of the soldiers with the Republic fleet, aren't you? Yes, I'm sure of it. How did you end up racing for these swoop gangs? Save me. Is that what you were trying to accomplish by riding in that swoop race? Well, as far as rescues go, this is a pretty poor example. In case you hadn't noticed, I managed to free myself from that neural restraint collar without your help. In fact, it's more accurate to say that I saved you. Brejik and his Vulcans would have left you for dead if I hadn't stepped into that fight. You're lucky I was here to get you out of this mess. Carthanasi is alive. Finally, some good news.
Karth is one of the Republic's best soldiers. He's proved himself a hero a dozen times over. And he sent you here to save me. Maybe I misjudged you. Karth wouldn't have sent you if he wasn't confident in your abilities. Forgive me. Despite my Jedi training, I still tend to act a bit rashly sometimes. Please take me to Karth right away. Between the three of us, I'm sure we can figure out some way to get off this planet before the Sith realize we're here. You cannot win, Revan.
Bastila, you're alive! Finally, things are looking up. Now we just need to figure out a way to get off this planet.
You mean you don't have a plan to get off Taurus yet? What have you been doing all this time? I see. Now that I'm back in charge of this mission, perhaps we can start doing things properly. Hopefully our escape from Taurus will go more smoothly than when you rescued me from Brejik.
I know you're new at this, Bastila, but a leader doesn't berate her troops just because things aren't going as planned. Don't let your ego get in the way of the real issues here.
That hardly strikes me as an appropriate way of addressing your commander, Karth. I am a member of the Jedi Order, and this is my mission. Don't forget that. My battle meditation ability has helped the Republic many times in this war, and it will serve us well here, I'm sure.
Your talents might win us a few battles, but that doesn't make you a good leader. A good leader would at least listen to the advice of those who have seen more combat than she ever will.
Yes, you're right, of course. I apologize, Karth. This has been a difficult time for me. Of course, I'm happy to listen to your advice. What do you suggest we do?
First off, we can't get hung up on who's in charge. We all need to work together if we want to get off this rock. The answer is out there. We just have to find it.
Well said, Karth. And the sooner we start looking, the better. I've already been a prisoner of the Vulkars, and I don't plan on being captured by the Sith. I think we'll need some help getting off Taurus. Maybe if we ask around, one of the locals can help us out. We should probably start by asking around in the cantinas. Is something wrong? You seem as if something's troubling you. A vision? A vision of what? It's strange. Such visions are often a sign of Force sensitivity. I'm not sure. It may be that you have some connection to the Force. It would not be unheard of. When we first met, your natural talent may have fed off my own Force abilities. It is possible that in the excitement of the battle's aftermath, the Force allowed you to witness one of my more intense memories. The Force is complicated. Even I, with all my training, cannot fully understand it yet. This is a matter best left to the wise masters of the Jedi Council. Once we escape Taurus, we can seek the guidance of the Council if you wish. They will understand the significance of your vision, if there is any. However, I think it would be best if we all stayed focused on the task at hand right now. We can't afford any distractions. We need to find a way off Taurus.